All right, guys, well, I'm back today with my new go-to budget EDC pocket knife, the Sitivien ST102. This one features a D2 steel blade and a G10 handle, and they just released two new color variations with the micarta handle and blacked out blade. Something like this is just a great everyday use knife, whether it be opening packages or defending yourself. This is an awesome, solid option that doesn't break the bank. These generally sell for $28 to $30 depending on the version you get, but these guys have a 5% off clickable Amazon code. If you go right below the price where it says free Prime shipping, you'll see a box that you can check to get 5% off, dropping the price down to about $26.40 or $28.50 for the micarta handle version. If you're looking for something a little bit more unique, especially with the blacked out blade, I'd highly recommend the micarta handle. When you're looking at knives, to get a micarta handle knife with a D2 steel blade, you're looking at spending 50 or 60 bucks, but Sitivien is doing some pretty impressive stuff, and the G10 black is also very nice as well. Again, both of these are very high value. You can see the attention to detail, and out of the box, they are incredibly sharp, and the machining is done very nicely on the handles. They use premium hardware to bolt everything together, and these aren't necessarily super lightweight, but they're not also super heavy. It's kind of the perfect balance, and that's why this has become my go-to EDC. You can slide it in your pocket with this deep carry pocket clip, and the skeletonized liners provide strength, yet it also provides that lighter weight feel. It also has some very nice jimping on the back, so you can kind of choke up on the knife, get a good hold on it with that texture right there, and do some fine tasks. It does fold open and fold closed incredibly smooth. It just rockets open too, and it's a very smooth feeling knife. When it does spring open and lock up, it feels like a fixed blade knife. No blade play on this knife, and the blade centering is very good. And since I have two examples, we can show you them both side by side. So the blade centering is fairly good. Again, we are talking about like a $27 to $30 knife depending on the configuration you get. Now the hardware on the micarta handle is also all blacked out. I love that. I love that look. I love that feel. And I love the fact that I do get two examples of this to try out because, man, both of them are absolutely awesome. One thing to note about this knife is the fact that it just carries and handles and feels so well. Some knives with this flipper, you get a good hold on it, but you have to put a lot of pressure, and it kind of pushes a pressure point on your finger in case may be a little bit uncomfortable. This one, though, is not. I mean, it's solid enough to where you can't bump it open, but you put just a touch of pressure, and man, did they figure out that angle perfectly. It just rockets open, and again, you don't have to put too much pressure on your finger. It also has some really nice texturing on that flipper right there, so it's almost like you can flip it down, or you can actually just push on it and it flips open. So it's the perfect geometry with that flipper, how it's machined into the blade. Now, I've been using these guys a little bit here. You can see a little bit of wear on the blades, but honestly, the finish has been holding up very well. No issues there. But if you're worried about finishes, you can always get just the stainless steel version or the D2 steel version with that standard kind of matte gloss finish on there. So it's kind of a combination between a matte finish and a gloss finish, depending on how you hold the angles. It's definitely not a like a sand blasted effect or anything. It looks like just they kind of leave the grind pattern in there and polish it out a little bit. So overall, just some quality knives at affordable prices. The Sitivien ST102 is going actually into my carry rotation now permanently. This is one of the budget knives that really did it for me. It's nothing fancy. It's nothing like super spectacular. It's nothing crazy looking, but that's what makes it so good. Just everything about this knife screams a good quality EDC flipper knife, and this is definitely going into the rotation. So I'll be able to leave the link and the, well, actually just that link in the description below. There's no code necessary, just that clickable code that you'll be able to use to save you 5% off this knife. So I hope you guys like the video. I hope it gives you another high value carry option for your EDC. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.